All right, so here's today's project. We're gonna give you a quick lesson on how to cheaply dye faded carpets on these old vehicles. We usually don't do this unless we're dealing with wanting to save original carpets because it's not so cost effective labor wise. Typically we can buy new carpet for like 250 bucks, 300 bucks or so from, we usually use auto custom carpets. However, in a case like this where the carpet's in pretty damn good shape overall, it's kind of a survivor car. It's been replaced before, but it's been a lot of years. We're gonna go ahead and re-dye these because they're just faded in some spots, but they're overall in pretty good condition and matches the car. And we don't have to go and have to worry about cutting and fitting new carpet. It's gonna save some time there. So in this case, it's gonna be cost effective. We typically use RIT dye for this. This is cheap and available pretty much anywhere. I got this from Amazon. I got a 5-pack. This is an 8-ounce bottle of RIT dye. So you want to use extremely hot water when doing carpet because it has rayon in it. We typically put a little bit of, the water needs to be above 140 degrees. I use 1 bottle for 2 liters in this case. You can adjust the more dye that's in that. Water is going to make it darker. In this case, we did 2 liters to 1 bottle of the RIT dye. This is a dark green. The carpet's pretty faded. Anyway, so also add a little tiny bit of dish soap, and there's instructions on exactly how much, but a splash of vinegar is supposed to help set the dye color. So anyway, we put it in a pump sprayer here. We got this pump sprayer from Amazon. I think it was under $20. And yeah, so we're going to show you what exactly it does. So we just pumped up the sprayer already. Make this quick. So here's some really faded area. So what we use before we do this is you want to start with clean carpet. Before you even clean the carpet, you're going to want to use, we use the Rag Company's air blower, which is on like a spinner. I'll show that in another video another time, but we'll try to link it in the bottom here. And that helps blow all the dust, dirt, and dry debris out of the carpets, get them super clean that way so this can actually absorb. But we're just going to start the process here. You can see how faded it is. So you want just a nice even application in the faded areas. You might go a little bit heavier. On the edges, it kind of seems to absorb more. And you can see already, and sometimes this might take more than 1 application. You want to try to keep it even. If you see it lightens up as it kind of soaks in, kind of go back. Again, if you want it darker, you can put more dye in your mixture. You want to saturate the carpet. Once this is dry, this is dry. It's not going to come off on your clothes and that kind of thing. But I always kind of seem to do the edges first. This seems to work better for me. And usually it's like a 2-time thing. And it's easier if you have black carpet versus like a green, because with blacks you just want it super dark and black as you can get it. On the green, we got to worry more about the shade of the green. We don't want too dark, we don't want too light. And then of course it doesn't ever fade evenly because the way the sunlight hits the interior. So you're gonna have to sometimes, you know, go in certain areas twice over to let that, once this dries, you get more dye. Once we're done with this, we're gonna go ahead, put it out in the sun to dry. We'll take a look at it. And then if we need to do touch up or additional applications in some areas or even the whole thing, we will. So you can already see the difference. And keep on pumping it full of stuff. Pump this every once in a while. And to do on a complete carpet with the ratio that we're doing, this is probably going to take, I don't know, 6 quarts of water between the front, back, and the actual floor mats that we're doing too that are carpeted. And so you're going to need at least 3 bottles of dye. It's cheap. The dye is like a few bucks a bottle. Anyway, I think this gives everybody the idea of what we're doing here. We're going to keep going. And yeah, that's it.